HooHooHooRobin.
Disturbed, down with the sickness. We're back with the Opie and Anthony show. In the studio, Mario Cantone. Yes.
Please stop that rock and roll!
What's wrong with the rock and roll?
I like the rock and roll. You know who I like? I like the Coldplay.
The rock and roll.
I like the Coldplay.
The Coldplay. The Coldplay.
I'm more of an R&B boy. I like the Coldplay a lot. Why do I like them so much?
The Coldplay.
They're pretty great.
Stick with Judy Garland, Mary. The rock and roll.
I like the Coldplay.
You don't even sound believable.
I kick it with the homies and I smoke the blunts. I just want you all to know that.
Rock. Mario, you don't even know how to bang your head. You're just like...
I'm bad. I can dance, though. Kind of elegantly. I'm an elegant dancer. I can R&B. I got best dancer in high school, okay?
You did you?
I got the best dancer award in the high school. Don't you love that? He's got the cancer.
The big casino, Tony. I got the big casino, but thanks to Dr. Kennedy, he's curing my ass cancer, Tony. This chemo's knocking the crap out of me, Tony. But thank God for Dr. Kennedy. Don't say anything bad about Dr. Kennedy. He's good, Dr. Kennedy. Remember that? Tony had to send the guys to rough up Dr. Kennedy on the golf course so he'd call him back. On The Sopranos, it was great.
That's right. That sounded like Sinatra, actually, though. That was pretty good.
Well, he had the ass cancer?
Yeah,
I don't know what he had.
They all did.
I have a thing on my head.
Oh. All the Italian dads did. My father did.
Hey, Mario, we're back in Boston.
I know. I'm from Boston.
I'm
from Boston. Get your balls on. Slap your ass up. Pinch your scrotum. It's today. Yeah, I had to do that for Paul Ian Lawrence.
Everyone requesting that song.
I know. I got to do it.
Today.
I'm like, all right. I feel like I'm like Barbra Streisand. I'm like, I don't want to
like
think people
Coldplay.
anymore. Yeah, it sounds like the Coldplay. And he was all yellow. I love the Coldplay.
The Coldplay.
I love the Coldplay. And he was all yellow. I wrote a song. I love the Coldplay. I wrote a song for you. And everything you do. And you're all yellow. And then and he was all yellow.
You got to do Shelley Winters. Just a little taste of Shelley Winters.
Is that chicken? Is that some chicken? Can I get a bucket? A bucket. I used to look before the Poseidon event. I used to look like Marilyn. They modeled Marilyn after me, and then I gained the weight for that picture that I should have won an Oscar for, but I used to look like Marilyn, and then they modeled her.
Sound like she's struggling.
Al Pacino, come over here. Al Pacino is my friend. I screwed all my leading men. Burt Lancaster. Who else?
What did happen to her?
I screwed everybody. I have.
She was quite the little vamp back in the olden days.
A little bit of a tramp. She was a V-A-L-P, a vamp.
And then all of a sudden she blew up.
She did.
Well, that was it.
She says she gained the weight for the Poseidon adventure, even though she said she wasn't fat before that.
No, yeah.
Oh, did you ever see her in A Place in the Sun, Montgomery Clift? She's in the boat. She's like, you don't like me anymore. And he's like, shut up! And he gets up, and the boat tips over, and she drowns.
Every time Mario's on, he mentions movies I've never heard of before.
A Place in the Sun?
I've never.
It is based on a classic novel called An American Tragedy. You will be educated, Mr. Opie. Cultured and... I bet your girlfriend's very happy that you met me because she knows...
We come from two different worlds, Mario, and we can still get along.
You know what? I got an interview the other day with the paper, and they were like, you think you guys would clash? I said, let me tell you something. They give me the respect I'm entitled to. And I said, we don't clash. I said, you know what? People think that you're big, fag bashers. I'm like, they're not fag bashers. They're not. They.
Well,
I'm more of a fag basher than you guys. I'm like, Siegfried and Roy with the tiger who's gayer than the both of them. Please, growl. He's like, growl.
How old are those guys?
Please, with their stretched out, bronzy faces. It's like, ugh. And
in the Vegas weather, like all the time, it's just wind sandblasting them.
It's hard. And did you ever see the Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous? They actually did on them. It was so weird. It was like, this is why they live together in their palatial home, and they live together because rehearsal is of the utmost importance, and Las Vegas is so spread out. It was like, what? That's ridiculous.
Yeah, they're sitting there like, this is my tiger.
Yeah, this is my tiger.
Isn't it beautiful?
And come to the house, come over and come to my home. Look at my pussy cat. My white pussy. I love my white pussy. I do the worst accents. I can't even do them. I love my white pussy.
We had a Siberian tiger in the studio a week and a half ago.
And what happened?
It was a little guy.
Oh.
He was about the size of a medium dog.
And was it
pretty good.
Good?
Yeah, it was cool. I walked past him and he grabbed my leg and bit it.
No way.
I'm like, I got a tiger on my leg. How cool is this? Ow! Ow!
This could be funny.
Yeah.
Johnny?
Hey, how you doing, guys?
All right.
Mario, can you do me a favor?
What, Johnny?
Can you do Shelley Winters for me?
I just did Shelley Winters.
He just did.
It. You missed it. You're in a goddamn time warp.
Then get your balls out.
Did you just tune in?
Where have you been? Who's this, Johnny?
He's asking for all the hits. I hung up on
all the hits.
What is his
name? He's asking for all the hits.
What's his name?
I think it was
John.
Oh, Johnny. Where have you been, Johnny? I was looking for you, Johnny. Come back, Johnny. Johnny Guitar. Remember that movie with Joan Crawford, The Respite? Directed by Nicholas Ray, who also directed Rebel Without a Cause. And she's like, I'm Vienna, and this is my saloon. Now get out. It's awesome.
Another movie I need to write.
Johnny Guitar. That's actually a big straight boy film, by the way. Yeah. Guys like that film. Martin Scorsese loves that.
Patch of Blue, a fine Shelley Winters movie.
Where did that picture?
A Patch of Blue?
Yeah, with Sidney Poitier.
Yeah.
I screwed him too.
Apocalypse Now. She was
Shelley Winters was who in A Patch of Blue?
Apocalypse Now. Yeah. Oh, the horror. The horror. I got too many rolls in my stomach.
Who was Shelley Winters in A Patch of Blue?
She was the mother.
And was the daughter Carrie Snodgrass?
Was it Carrie?
I don't know. She was blind.
That's an interesting.
If it was, I rule.
Then you rule. If it was, you do rule.
Was she the blind one?
I don't know if it was Carrie. It might have been. Please call in if you know it was Carrie Snodgrass.
Right.
She was in.
Are you guys speaking another language?
You really?
That was a good movie.
Poor Opie feels left out. He's on the other side of the tracks. We love you, Opie, but you must learn culture.
That's great.
I want you to write a list of my films 622 times over and over and over.
She's still alive.
She is. I'll never die. Never. I've always been ahead of my time.
No, it's Elizabeth Hartman.
Oh, it was. Then you looked at
Selena.
Elizabeth Hartman. Who's that?
Remember wasn't it Shelley Winters called her Selena? Your name's Selena.
I haven't seen it in
And
so
Sidney
long.
Poitier was like, no, your name is beautiful. It is Selena.
He knows.
I did see that movie.
You saw that film?
Yeah.
A Patch of Blue.
She was a black. Get this. She's blind. She's in this small town. She meets Sidney Poitier. Now she's blind, and she touches his face. She's so handsome. Blah blah blah. She decides to bring him home to meet the parents. Oh boy!
Oh my God!
And she doesn't know.
Fun ensues.
She doesn't know
he's black. No, because he talks like Sidney Poitier.
Until she goes to turn on the stereo and it's missing.
And you know,
No, and you're awful.
and the poster said, he's black, she's blind, she's fat. Wait, change that poster. We're embarrassed. I used to look
Ivan
embarrassed.
Dixon from Hogan's Heroes was in that. How about that?
Joe, you're next on the Opie and Anthony show with Mario Cantone.
Oh, and hey, how you doing, fellas?
What's
Doing
that?
all right.
Hey, Mario.
Hey, Joe, what are you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. What are you doing?
Listen, stop trying to talk like me,
All
first
right.
of all. You know, hey, you know who you remind me of there, pal?
Oh.
You remind me of Julia Child on friggin' coke.
No, she did
I
the
could do
coke.
Julia Child on coke. This is a lovely souffle that we're doing, and we're going to just bake it at an oven at 350 degrees, and then we're going to take it out, and you don't want to shake the oven because it could fall, and then it won't be good. And then we're going to do a nice cheese souffle, too, to go with the chocolate souffle that mentioned. And never going to do stuff for turkey.
Someone looks like she fell over the years. You see her now?
Her neck is coming out of her breasts.
And her neck comes right out of her cleavage, and her boobs are down to I don't know where.
She's Miss Chokes on Dick.
And she, Miss Chokes on Dick from South Park.
Yeah, she is.
She's got the big hunch. She's like Quasimodo cooking.
She's very,
She's built like the Sasquatch footage from 1967.
When the guy fell off the horse.
California, that's what she's built
But she's a great chef, and she was the first to do it.
But they don't even trust her with the sauce anymore.
Well,
she has to stand by the watch.
She doesn't cook anymore. She watches.
She just watches. And you could tell she wants to get her hands in there. It doesn't seem to be marinating long enough.
Marinade. When Martha Stewart was on, she made a big Christmas tree made out of sticky balls. And hers was nice and straight. Mine looked like the Leaning Tower of Pisa.
It's always funny when she be, now roll the dough into balls. Take your balls and roll them in your hand. Roll the balls in your hand.
Did you know that my hump is a block of Pecorino Romano? And I could grate it onto your pasta if you'd like.
Oh, that's good. That would be convenient.
Yeah, it sure would.
David, what's up?
David.
Question for Mario.
What, David?
What is your obsession with all these old films like this?
I love old films.
Have some culture.
Have some culture, David. David, there's a great Joan Crawford movie where she's obsessed with a guy named David, and she searches the streets for him. And it was the first film ever about a schizophrenic. And the opening scene is her walking along, going, "I'm looking for David." And this bus pulls up, and the door opens, and she goes, "Is David on this bus?"
Mario, I saw you one time at Jimmy's Comedy Club. You're working as the MC many, many years ago.
Where?
Jimmy's Comedy Club in Bayside.
Oh, that must have been about 9,000 years ago, because I don't leave this island anymore. I'm
once upon a time.
Wow, that's a long time ago. Yeah.
All right, David. Thank you.
All right, well,
Good
David,
luck.
I'm glad. Thank you. That's Jimmy's.
Bye-bye.
I only put Jimmy's on my ice cream cone.
What movie was that? The David movie?
Possessed.
Possessed.
She did two movies called Possessed. There were two completely different movies. One was pre-code with she was a hooker being kept by Clark Gable, who she is the most masculine man I've ever known. He was the king. He had balls. She said that on David Cross.
Was that before the snake pit? Was that, I think, Olivia de Havilland?
Olivia de Havilland, that was before Snake Pit.
That was a good one.
But the second Possessed was around the same time as Snake Pit.
You ever see the Snake Pit? The woman goes in the loony bin.
We're gonna put Opie in a room you're not going to Greece. You're gonna go in a room and just
You know when I saw all these movies? It was years ago on the old Channel 5 here in New York.
You mean Bowling for Dollars?
It was the same channel.
Dialing for Dollars, those movies?
Yeah. And you'd watch it, now the $1 Million movie on Channel 9. That was the $1 Million movie. But all those local channels, they play all these ancient black and white movies.
They're great, too. They're great films.
The Bad Seed. Did you ever see The Bad Seed? I love him. I love him because he's just innocent and pure.
I watched Caddyshack once a week.
That's a good film. I like that film. See, I have a real cross culture. I love that stuff, but then I love the Scorsese
Sit
stuff.
down, Jenny.
Did you see American Pie 2?
Not yet, no.
It's very, very, very funny.
It is.
It's very, very funny. Yeah, it's really funny. I loved it. I thought it was pretty great.
Wow, I was waiting to get a lousy review from
No, I loved it. I think it's really funny. I laughed a lot. And, I like my toilet humor.
Doug.
Don't forget to bring a towel.
Mario.
Yes.
Please, just do one guy imitation.
Okay.
All I'm hearing is
All right.
All I'm hearing is this. Julia Child. Please, do Stone. Could you do Stone Cold for me?
Oh, yeah, I really...
Yeah, Stone Cold.
Maybe Stone Cold wants to do me.
Do you do any male...
Yes, I do. I do a little Brando.
No, who he does great. Oh, well, I'm sorry. I didn't...
Go ahead. Go ahead.
The Mario... the Carmen.
I don't know.
The Carmen.
My balls, son of a bitch.
Mario.
Take it easy, guys.
All right.
Please do Brando. Could you please read some of that as Brando? That's my favorite article ever.
I've heard that Patricia Bosworth is going to be publishing a biography by Viking called Marlon Brando. It's about me. And let me just tell you that when I was quoted about Hollywood, they stopped by seducing. Brando. And these producers, they're stupid prick. I'll take my money and that's it. And there's certain films. Some of these films I've done, they make as much sense as a rat screwing a grapefruit. You know, you see that these cookies are made of salicornia, which is a tree that grows salicornia, and if you eat it, you won't get fat. It's a good thing. Can I get a ring ding, please? Is Opie gonna finish that blueberry muffin? Because you know, I'm balding, I'm middle-aged, I'm a failure. I've tried everything, screwing, smoking, drinking, eating salicornia, working. None of them mean anything. I want God to hit me in the head and say, wake the hell up, Mr. Brownlow. Stop. Is that a yodel over there? Can I get that yodel? Could you bring me that yodel? Because I like the thing. You know what I like about the yodels? They twirl. They have that nice little curl in the cream in the middle. I like the cream. I like cream. I like cream in the middle of things. I like cream coming out of things. I like cream going into things. I like cream. But salicornia is a weed that grows, and you can make paper out of it. You can make clothes out of it, and you can.
This is what he does. He goes on talk shows and just rambles.
But you know what? If you really follow him, he makes sense.
Get out of here.
It does have a through line. Believe it or not, I think he's brilliant.
He's the greatest. He's the best ever.
He's
Pop,
the best
they got
ever.
Sonny on the causeway.
I like. Okay, wait. Did you ever see Streetcar Named Desire?
Yes.
Of course. Oh God, Opie, awesome! Kiss me on the mouth like a woman. Sweet. No. Okay, Streetcar Named Desire is great because you got.
I got an open mind, but that's a little too open.
I know. No, I won't kiss you. I don't want to scare you off. All right,
Bag, you want to make out or something?
That's right, I do want to make out with Opie. He's cute.
You know, I told you, Opie's got this whole new contract and whole new look going on. He's looking pretty good. Get your balls up. No. Okay, shut the Brando friggin'... No, get a little Streetcar Named Desire music. Yeah. Vivian Leigh, Marlon Brando, and she was like... When he was like,
there's a thing in the world is called the Napoleonic Code. What belongs to the wife belongs to the husband and vice versa.
And then Vivian Leigh goes, Ma, but you have an impressive judicial ill. Could I have a light off your skin? Could you button me up, Stanley? See, I can do the woman and the man, so kiss my ass. And I don't care. I know I do more women. I don't have to prove myself.
Right.
Kiss my ass. I'm more talented than Cindy Adams.
Katie, you're next on the Opie and Anthony show.
Hey, Opie and Anthony.
Hey, man.
Mario, just to let you know, I'll be there on Sunday at Caroline's.
You know,
I'm cheering you on.
What's your name?
Katie.
Katie, just like my name, Katie. I like that, a girl named Katie. The women come out to see me in droves, and I love you for it, and I appreciate it.
Really? I enjoy it. Let me tell you, you were fantastic on Sex and the City.
Thank you very much.
I loved you in Sex and the City.
You
really made that was the day.
Aww.
When I saw you, you really made my night because I was having a really crappy day.
That's great. I'm going back on in January. They're saving the last 6 for January, so I'm on the second one. Yeah, they did the summer finale, but it's really not the season finale. The season finale, they're saving the last 6 for January, and I'm on the second one there. So
what was your character?
I play Anthony Marantino, who was first. Go ahead, laugh. He was the wedding stylist for Kristen Davis's character Charlotte, and I'm picking out her wedding dress, and the wedding woman's like, oh, look at this beautiful one. And she doesn't. I'm like, she hates it. That's all I can say is hates it. So, and then in this I was on the season premiere this year, and they try to fix me up with the bald guy Stanford, who was played by Willie Garson, and it's a disastrous fix-up. She tells me he looks like Ed Harris.
Yes,
and then I meet him, and he's like, I'm like, yeah.
Like Ed Asner.
Try Ed, I have no Harris. And it's a disaster. It's a great episode. It was a great episode. It's a great show. I'm very...
Saucy.
Don't get saucy with me, Bernice.
I wasn't able to get into that show, though.
Oh, it's a great show. I know you think it's a chick show. Last night I did a gig I did an evening at the Sag Harbor Theater, Bay Street Theater in Sag Harbor, Hamptons, and Kim Cattrall was there, Alec Baldwin was there, and Kristen Davis was there last night. So that was pretty cool.
Are you taking requests? I don't know if this will work. Let's just try.
What?
Vito.
Hey, Mario.
What, Vito?
What's up,
What are you
buddy?
doing, Vito?
Hey, how you doing?
I love that name. That's a good name, Vito. Yeah.
As long as you don't kiss me on the lips.
I'm going to kiss you on the...
Opie, but don't kiss me.
No, I'm coming over there, Vito. I'm going to kiss you in your car. Could you imagine that? Be like, hey, how you doing? You made a guy like this. Well, how you doing? You know what? I think you're really hot. I want to kiss you on the mouth. Come on, pull down your pants. Let me see. Come on, show it to me. Let me see. You know, there's a few homos like that, believe it or not.
Yeah?
Yeah, there's a few. Get your balls out. What?
Hey, listen, I got a request.
All right, what is it?
I got to hear a little Katharine Hepburn and Cartman in The African Queen.
Oh. That's
I want
really
the boat scene.
Okay, wait. I don't know the exact dialogue, so I'm just going to have to make it up. But wait,
you can make it up.
I will. Oh. Watch out for that. Watch out for that big rolling rapids over there. We're going to tip the boat over.
Shut the hell up, bitch. I know what I'm doing. I know how to steer this goddamn boat. Sit in the back of the boat, son of a bitch. Just shut your big ass. You son of a bitch. Don't you dare. Don't you dare tell me to shut up. You don't know how to row a boat to save your life. What the hell? Shut the hell up, son of a bitch. I'll kick you.
All right, that's enough of that.
Wow. That's one I would want to see.
That's good.
All right, that wasn't too bad. If I knew the dialogue more, it would have been better. I apologize.
And there goes Vito.
Well, Vito, you know, I knew people in the mafia named Vito, but I know that Vito is really legitimate.
Let's go to Jack.
Jack, what's up, man?
Jack.
Hey, Jack.
Hey.
What's up?
Yo.
Jack.
Jack?
How you guys doing?
Pretty good. We're hanging with Mario Cantone. He's playing Caroline's in the City Sunday.
Hey, Jack.
Yeah, why don't you do a little Brett Summers, Charles Nelson Riley while you got it?
Brett Summers.
That's really... I don't do it, but I do a little... These are big banana ink crayons. Remember he used to do the big banana ink crayons? You're too young.
Oh, my God, the big banana.
These
I just remember him.
I said...
How's that for a topper?
Oh, that's from Lidsville.
Lidsville.
Awesome. How's that for a topper?
Mrs. Muir.
He hated doing that show. He hated it. He used to walk off the set, supposedly.
Really?
Of
Just like you on Steampipe Alley?
That's right. I walked off the set because it wasn't at 58 degrees and those little monsters were chewing at my legs.
Was that just in New York?
Yeah. Well, it was actually at the time, Channel 9 went across the country to about 150
Oh, right. It was like
markets.
the first try at a superstation.
They called it a passive superstation.
Yeah.
Which means they like to screw it up the ass. Which means it was a bottom.
Because Mario did, for people outside of New York, a few years back, did a kids show.
5 years.
Steampipe Alley. And you'd watch, and I swear, I didn't know you at all back then, but I'd watch and go, this guy cannot like sitting there with these goddamn kids.
I told him. I said, get back. You are merely props to me.
and
back.
And you do like impressions
sure.
of everybody that you do here on the show. Yeah. And the kids are like looking at you like deer in headlights.
I had no idea. It was unbelievable. And when I would slide down that pole every Sunday, which was my idea, by the way.
Insert joke here.
Yeah, really, that was my idea. Go ahead, give it to me. I deserve it. And I would do my little opening monologue to the kids.
Yeah.
They had no idea.
No
and then I would do these sketches, and then the obstacle. We had the Mommy Dearest obstacle course every Mother's Day.
The Mommy Dearest obstacle course.
Yeah, we did that.
What were some of the things they had to do?
Well, they had to take all the wire hangers off the bed, go into the trash, get the raw meat, put it on the plate.
And like these kids knew what the hell was going on.
Then I was like, no, and I would do it like, and now you have to get all the presents and throw it over to the orphanage and keep one for yourself. Go through the living room, say hello to Barbara Bennett from Red Book. Barbara, please! Go to the toilet paper, scrub the toilet seats and scrub the bathroom floor, and then it was like...
And you know what? I would get pissed off. I'm starting to remember this. I would get pissed off watching because the kid would clearly not win on time.
I would let them
and you'd go, yeah, you won. I'm like, Mario... The kid he didn't even cross the line. The clock's been at 0 for 10 seconds.
It's true. I did. I always let them win. I couldn't bear the fact that they lost.
Chrissy.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up?
I used to love watching Mario on Steampipe Alley.
Chrissy. See the tricks?
I was a little kid.
Yeah,
I used to love it. I used to beg my mom if I could go on.
Did you come on? You didn't come on there, Chrissy?
No, I know. I'm from Philly, so we never made the trip up to New York.
Yeah.
How come the ladies are so good to me? The gals.
Thanks, Chrissy. There's a guy on the line that he's saying that he won the obstacle course.
Jesus. All right, put him on.
Jim.
Oh, hey, what's up?
Hey, man.
Jim.
Mario, I was on your show. It was the first one taped in 1990. My God, I still have the videotape copy of it.
It was the first one taped in 1990.
You did this god-awful sketch of the Hunchback of Notre Dame pulling on the bell.
God, yes, I remember it. It was the Hunchback, like, trying to get a job, and he was like a stenographer.
You had
at
to
one
do
point.
it, like, for an hour, going over and over the sketch. It was awful.
Oh, were you like
my
that?
God.
Cut, do it again!
Well, you know, when children were working with me, they were unprofessional, untalented children.
Mario, listen, you had this musical chairs game, right?
Yeah, we pumped the gas, yeah.
You ate the beams, you pumping the gas. You ate the beams, you pumping the gas.
I was Luciano Pavarotti, and
I remember that
they
one.
played musical chairs with whoopee cushions, and the whole thing was, I eat the beans, I'm pumping the gas. It was so ridiculous.
This 200-pound kid named Chris won it.
He won it?
This 200-pound kid named Chris, he pushed this little girl off the final chair, and he won it.
And he won it? Well,
you have a... Dude, wait a minute. You have a tape of this?
I had the tape of it,
What was the theme of the obstacle course that you did?
It was, okay, I had to mix up some Chinese food. I had to...
it didn't have
leave an oil slick underneath a bed. I had to find a cheese in a garbage can and give it to Heidi.
What was the theme? That sounds like that's not a theme. Well, maybe they didn't have a theme.
Oh, Around the World in 80 Days.
Oh, that's what it was. Around the World in 80 Days. Yes, and I did my David Niven impression.
Oh, is that it?
Yes. No, I actually didn't. I didn't do David.
Dude, you got to get us this tape, because I would love to get some sound clips from Mario off of this guy.
I'll kill you all. I will come on. No, I don't care. You can have them. But I'm glad you were on the show, and I'm glad you won. Did you legitimately win, or did I let you?
No,
please,
I had 21 seconds left in the clock.
Right on, baby.
I was the record holder for the fastest time.
Yeah, because Anthony said that I let a lot of kids win, which I did, because I don't want you to lose, but you did win legitimately. Good for you.
Yeah, I won a Head Start Explorer computer.
Oh, they were the worst. They were the worst games. We gave away the worst games in the country.
And I won 3 Nintendo games by Tengen.
That's sweet. I love Nintendo.
You ever meet Bob McAllister and Mario when you were doing
Bye,
that?
Jim. Thank you.
He never claimed that you were ripping him off or nothing?
He was New York, right? What was he on? Wonderama
on Channel 5.
That was here. We didn't get that.
Yeah.
We had stuff like Romper Room Bozo in Boston, Boomtown at Rex Trailer, who now owns a travel agency. Zoom. But Zoom was pretty national, even though it wasn't. It was in Boston. But Boomtown Major Mud was another one. This astronaut. Oh, we had really ridiculous games.
What was the Wonderama thing? Kids are people too. Wackadoo.
Wackadoo.
That stunk.
We read some stories about Bob McAllister after he died. He finally just died a few years back.
Did he die?
Yeah, lung cancer.
Good.
The guy was smoking like crazy.
You're brutal.
He would smoke between the taping segments. His kids are coming up to him, and he's blowing smoke in their face like, get away from me. He was the most miserable son of a
he
bitch.
Didn't like kids. I like kids, but then again, I don't like kids. You know, it's like people. You like some, you don't like some. And
you don't want to work with them like that.
Believe me, I would after each take, I'm always nice to the kids. I would sign autographs afterwards, but after each take, I would go into the control room, and I'd be like, keep them out of the control room. They're out of control. And at the beginning, they used to come in classes, so they were all friends, and they were insane together. So then, when it was individual,
then you rev them up on ice cream and stuff.
No, they would be like out of control. I wanted to get a wire hanger and do some whipping, but I didn't. But then after a while, it was people would send in for tickets, and it was kids that didn't know each other, so they weren't as rowdy.
Right.
When they were a class, it was like, go to the Museum of Natural History. Get out of here.
Joe, what's up? You're next. Hey, Joe.
Joe or whatever. Joe. Tommy, what's up, man?
Tommy, what's up?
What's up, guys?
Hey.
Mario, I gotta be honest with you, man. Growing up, me and my brother hated you.
And?
No, but now listen to you in O&A, and me and my brother, you crack us up, man. I guess
I'm glad that you turned around, Tommy. That's great.
I gotta take a lot of marijuana, but I mean, growing up, I'd be like, dude, how annoying is this guy? But now, like, Judy Garland impressions, I live with my gay uncle, bro, and two of us who just laugh. I never in my life ever heard a Judy Garland impression like you do.
Oh, thank you.
You crack me up, man.
You know what? You know what it does to me to hear that from a guy like that, from like this straight guy.
Hey.
Like, I think that's the most. That does it all for me. I sound like Pat Cooper now. That's the best. That does it all for me. It does.
What up, Mario?
Tommy, thank you, buddy. Tell your brother I said hello.
Thanks, man.
And your gay uncle.
All right. We have to take a break. Mario Cantone in the studio.
Do you remember this, Mario, quickly? I was picked from the audience to be young Mario Cantone, and you had me introduce cartoons. Did you used to pick out a young Mario Cantone?
There was no young Mario Cantone, just like there was no young Betty Davis. We were always an old soul.
No, there was one kid on the show, though, named Steve Montefort that used to play my son, who in a sketch when I used to do Angelo, the tough guy. And see, another guy, thank you very much that I do. And I can butch it up with the best of them. I can fool you all. And I have more women coming to see me than any of you know. But unfortunately, call an ambulance.
All right, we got to take a break.
I love you.
Hey, Mario Cantone playing Caroline's this Sunday. We highly recommend you go see him.
Yeah. I'm staying.
You'll laugh your yam back.
I'm not going.
I know. We're just saying, giving you a little plug there. All right.
I appreciate it.
Gregorio!
Antonio!
Amy.